I feel almost like I'm trying to get reception on his rabbit ears.
Alright, go guys.
You know?
Go.
So anyway, welcome. This is the Behemoth's official Design with the Devs episode 2? 3? 2. I think it's 2. My name's Aaron. This is Kyle. We have Ryan in the booth, although he'll be heading out shortly. We are the level designers for BattleBlock Theater. We also have Megan, who's going to say a couple words here in a minute. Last time we were talking about the candidates for the Fur features. This time we're going to change it up and talk about Arena. And it's really actually just a big excuse for us to play more Arena with you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend the first hour creating our own Arena levels that we kind of have ideas about. We have some notes written down. And then the second hour, we're going to go into those levels with you guys, whoever joins in, and then effectively you'll be killing us in the death traps that we created. So that's something you don't get to see often. So it's like we're going to be digging our own graves for an hour, and then you're going to be pushing us into those graves. So but we'll see how that goes. But Megan, if you'd like to let them know what's going on.
All right. Hi, everyone. So today we're going to do a contest for all of those who have joined us today live. We're going to give away some free autograph CDs, autographed by Dan Paladin himself. This is his watermelon CD, which is pretty
delicious.
much, yeah, it's delicious and seedless and pretty much out of print now.
That's a lie. Clearly. Okay, sorry. Carry on.
Seedless.
That's a lie.
Seedless. But anyways, so all you guys have to do is make sure that you're following our channel. That's step one. Then following our Twitch channel, just to make sure. And then you want to send us a message before the stream ends, so before 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time.
Right.
Standard Daylight.
PST,
Anyways,
PDT.
whatever.
One of those,
right?
yeah.
And then just wait, because we'll randomly select 3 winners at the very end.
Not us.
No, sorry.
Okay.
Behemoth employees cannot participate. So that's pretty much it, and I'll jump in later and also talk about some of our fur bottom features stuff that just came up later.
Cool.
Yeah?
Yeah,
All right.
the prisoner, and you'll be doing some of the playing of the levels that we'll be creating.
Yeah,
So
sounds
you
good.
get to have fun.
All
That's
right,
good.
have fun,
All right.
guys.
Great.
Okay, let's do this. We're gonna be, you're gonna jump in here to help me play test.
Awesome.
Make sure you're my enemy, so that we're not trying to deal with an AI jumping around. Alrighty here. Now we already made the playlist. So Twitch E chicken, Twitch N chicken, depending on your locale. We're gonna upload this after everything's said and done, so you'll be able to play it, check it out. Hopefully it'll be good. So, like I said, we already had some ideas, so we already kind of named some and made sure there was a mixture of different level types. My first is going to be treadmill or die. All right, so this is about a good size. I'm gonna do like a 4-player kind of thing.
All right.
And I think the main thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to have, I wanted to break up the king block so you didn't just have
I'm
one.
here. Sorry.
Oh, hey.
I had to change the names.
Thank you.
I'm Ryan.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no problem. Better late than never.
So you're back there to literally backseat drive
Yeah.
me creating this level.
I was doing all the
design.
Twitch stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
back there, and then back here, I got to do everything else.
I wonder why we didn't do this configuration like while we were actually making the levels in the game. That would have been awesome.
It would have been awesome.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
quite as efficient.
Like, yeah, as I'm going through, you can just be editing as I'm going.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. So, a lot of the time what you see is you got, king blocks in the middle, which is great. Everybody runs in there and they beat each other up. And then sometimes we try to break it up and have a couple, separated like this. But then what ends up happening is a lot of times people just sort of sit on here and they throw weapons at each other. So I want to try something a little bit different by getting maybe the other person who's not standing on the king block more involved by giving them something to do to mess with the people that are standing on the goalposts. So I put a couple of fans here, and then the person that's not standing here can be messing with people by jumping on and off those fans. And then if the person isn't ready for them, let's separate this out.
I don't like your colors.
I just started.
No,
Give it time, Ryan,
Sorry,
please.
sorry.
Besides, I think this is. You don't like this?
No.
Okay.
peachy green.
Kind of a pistachio kind of thing. Yeah.
I don't like it.
We'll look into that later.
All right, deal.
Not too much time into that. But anyway, so, this way if somebody's not ready for it, somebody jumps in the fan and then they get swept off. So instead of punishing people by killing them, I'm going to create like a pit kind of scenario. So they're just going to fall and fall and fall.
You're an evil man.
I'm sorry. That's what we're here to do. Let's lower this a little bit so that they don't just jump right back up to their starting point, which is what I'm going to do with those sides. Oops. There we go.
So what are some standards that you have for?
I have no standards.
No standards.
No standards.
No standards.
Anything goes. No,
These
there's
just
a few
random
things. You always try to make sure there's headroom. I try to make sure that the spawn points aren't going to lead people getting spawn camped.
Yeah.
Because that's always kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
I try to make sure that with king block maps that when you're standing on one, you can hopefully see the other one. You do the other set so that way you can kind of keep track of what's going on. I'm going to fill this in. This lack of patterning must be driving you crazy.
It is. It's alright.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it like this.
Yeah, I'll get over it.
You sure?
Either that or my heart will explode, and this will be a much more interesting Twitch feed.
That would be perfect. That would be exciting. See if you can do that.
No, I don't want
It's
to.
no, it's going to be
I don't
worth
want
it.
to die.
You'll like it.
Anything for viewers, Ryan.
I don't
Anything
want
for viewers.
No, ratings are not everything.
Alrighty, so I'm going to put, this is a slow sort of ascent if people get caught down here. But if somebody's lucky enough, or maybe strategic enough, to come down here first, maybe they can grab some wings and
Randomize.
take advantage of the benefits that'll cut, so that way if they're up here getting points and they have the wings, maybe they don't fall the whole way down. Let's give them a little one-way pass so they can get back up here and start causing havoc. And,
Might they cry havoc?
And
Rain
do
havoc.
something with some dogs?
Maybe dogs. Puppies, most likely.
Something's kind of cool. Do something
The
like
puppies
that.
of war.
Puppies of war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, another thing I worry about is people sort of just sitting up here and stepping on one trigger over and over and over again. So let's give them something to maybe worry about when they're going back and forth. So we'll do a laser. If I can find the laser, there it is. Let's use it.
Les yeux. We are classy.
There we go.
And French.
And that way also, the guy coming up from the, from the wings, he won't have just free reign.
Test it.
Test it.
I'll test it. Come on.
Test it.
All right, let's do it. See how it works.
Coming in, I'm gonna jump in and be
Pick your favorite stuff.
Mr. Hatting.
Russians don't like them.
Russian Haddington.
Alright. So, already, little problem here. I couldn't, until you helped me out, I was like, I can't quite get over
Can't
there.
even Get over the fan.
Oh.
So let's do like maybe real quick. I'll do like a one-way path. That doesn't really keep people from getting slid off, but helps people get over there in the first
Get
place.
to it.
Yeah. So let's see. Maybe one of these. One of these. That should be enough.
Okay.
I don't know why this is bothering me, but it's bothering me.
It's the little things in life.
Uh-huh.
It bothers
Now,
me
it's
that
something to
some-
watch out for. Obviously, it's when I'm using the mirroring tool with the plants. It's going to be, the same plant mirrored on both sides, which looks it looks a little artificial. So I'm going to mix it up a little bit. Do some stuff.
That's if you
No,
want
no,
plants in your level, though.
Yeah. You don't need plants.
What's wrong with plants?
I like
Are
plants.
you
personally.
criticizing my choice?
No,
of
no,
plants?
no. I also like black plants.
All right. So now, there we go. Whoop.
Oh my god.
I also like the. It's also the guy up here. He has to contend with the laser, but.
How are the
Haha!
levels?
Oh wait, laser!
Anybody saying anything?
And there we go. So that way, I can't just
Alright.
camp on top of there and screw up the person sitting with the wings, right?
Okay.
Let's do that. There we go.
This will be a whole different beast with
Haha.
players, probably.
Exactly. So in four players, I'm seeing one guy kind of trying to keep on here, and then the other guy is over here messing with the guy, and then these guys are throwing weapons onto him or knocking him into the lasers. Bing, bam, boom.
Now what if maybe you put the king block right next to the fan, so it's 2 here, then the 3 ice
Theoretically.
blocks?
3 ice.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you asked. Now that seems like a good idea, right? Because I mean, how much more action-packed is it if you activate the fan and the guy gets thrown that much faster, right?
Right. Yeah.
But then I'm wondering, can I even stay on it while the fan is on? Not really. It's kind of a fight. Like that one right next to the fan, I can't really do anything with.
That's true.
So that might as well not even be there. Now that one's okay, but that's the one I have. So
What if you put 3?
if I put 3, I'm trying to sort of dissuade people from just sitting on the different king blocks. You know, and especially if it's the 3rd one back, even if the fan's going, then you can just stay on it the whole time. So this way, hopefully people will, you know, be enticed into going and messing with the people on the other team. Could also do 1, maybe, but that's also maybe
1 seems a little bit too,
narrow,
especially with 4
Oh.
players. You'll have, you know, 2 people maybe on the king, and then
seems that
I like
way.
to have enough spots for everybody, at least in a perfect world.
Yes, theoretically. Yeah, it's a little cramped, so we'll extend it out a little bit more. We'll choose something that isn't going to offend Ryan too much.
You can do whatever you want. I was
Anything I
just,
want?
yeah, I was just
Anything? Are
joshing
you sure?
Anything.
You can do whatever you want.
ever
I'm gonna
imagine.
do just the most offensive. What's something really garish? Or no, that's not. There, let's do that, and then I'm waiting for you to make a sound of pain.
Nope.
There.
No.
That's
Like,
Oh, Meg, you didn't like that?
Megan Mason.
Oh,
Yeah, that's good.
Let's spend
That
too
is
much time
a-
on color
let's
choice,
do that.
though.
That is a super
Distracting.
saturated blue.
Is it distracting? That's part of the challenge of the level, maybe. Okay, there, yeah.
Looks good to me. That's good.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm not gonna say no.
I actually-
because
I do
will
like
point
to-
out that it looks horrible.
Okay,
I just
fair
want you to
point.
know that.
I do also try to make sure the blocks and the sky don't, you know, aren't too similar. That
Aren't
way.
too blending.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah,
blend in
we
with
don't
each other.
blend together too much.
Let's try something that contrasts, like that. And then, okay, fine. I'll do a lighter blue. Is that good?
Yeah, I like the light blue. I like the baby blue.
Baby blue. Baby blue. Okay. Are we all happy?
That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
You guys
Yeah.
satisfied?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, well, let's save this and move along.
Let's move on.
Now I'm all wrapped up in this. There we go. Nice. Alright. And who's up next?
I am up
Did you
next.
get your notes prepped?
Yeah, I need to get my notes.
See, I didn't even use them. Just it was all in
Yeah,
here.
it's on your mind.
Yeah. Mine is
Just a little bit. A little bit.
Where are we? Are you want to navigate?
Ryan, why don't you switch with me so that when it's your turn, we'll be ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we want to navigate this
Yeah.
way. Navigate through there. Alright, so, you already saved? You saved your level?
I did. And now I'm in the captain's chair.
Alright.
It's like you guys are Chekhov and Sulu.
Alright, so the level I'm going to be making, making a horse level, but I'm going to try something a little bit different. Because most horse levels that you make, that we've seen, that we've only made for the game, have been symmetrical maps. Now, which is perfectly fine. Everybody loves symmetrical maps. Everyone loves symmetry.
So real quick, I want to point out, Aaron, when you were sitting, you had your right leg
Yes.
over your knee,
We're like that.
and Kyle and I are both left leggers. I just wanted to point that out.
That is strange. What
Continue
does that
designing.
mean? We'll see if
Okay.
that plays out in the
Yeah.
design somehow.
Alright, anyways.
saying?
Thank you,
You were doing
Ryan.
something revolutionary.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, so what I wanted to do was make an asymmetrical horse map.
Interesting.
Yes, so
Yeah.
that's a little bit different. I haven't really seen anyone in the community make one. I mean, I'm
Now,
sure
why do you
one
think
might
that
exist.
is? Aside from the fact that most people make symmetrical arena maps.
It's
It's easier to
It's-
balance the levels
right.
between two teams.
it's
when they're
much
symmetrical.
more difficult to make an asymmetrical horse map at least
Because of the way the horse moves, right?
Yeah.
Right,
That's
and-
sort of the challenge is how do I get this horse to take a different path?
right.
And especially if one path, you know, if they're asymmetrical, it's like, well, he's always going to go downhill. So how do I make it different when you're going the other way?
Right.
Let's see how you get your way. How do you work around them?
So what I want to do is I want to create two paths that that either team can take, and I want them to be equal in time it takes for the horse to get from the stable to stable. And so what I want to do is create two paths that won't meet if both teams are moving at the same time. So let's go ahead and start making a path here,
That makes sense.
carving
That
out a
makes sense,
path here.
Ryan?
I didn't
Seems to
actually
make
hear what you
sense.
said.
Oh, you were ignoring him?
I was
Yeah.
I was
I
thinking
guess we'll
about
find out whether or not it
my
makes sense.
Racklope friend and how
Okay.
cuddly he is.
So first of all, I'll start making the path here. So I don't want this team's horse to be able to move onto the course of the other team's course, which is what I'm trying to do. So I gotta make walls high enough so that the player can jump over, but the horse can't.
Mhm.
Oh, I see.
Can you create a human bridge for the horse? You can climb up.
Very possible.
Possibly.
But you know,
Just throwing it out there.
it's might not come to your benefits to do so.
So you'd be screwing yourself up anyway, right?
Yeah. So all right. So this path here, this guy needs to go up. So let's make a path. Let's quickly, quickest way to go up will be some.
And the most
little lava
entertaining.
blocks. And most entertaining.
Yeah.
Will be some nice.
Make it so.
Lava blocks.
Just like Star Trek. This is really empowering chair.
It is
High
a good
back
chair,
and
right?
everything,
Yeah.
It helps that it sort of dwarfs me because
Yeah.
I'm a smaller chair.
Well, the chair is also more comfortable than the couch.
Yeah. Don't want the path to be too
Good for my
direct.
lumbar. Right down here. Good lumbar.
Yeah, good lumbar support.
I assume that's what it's supporting my lumbar.
Yeah, so you don't want the path to be too direct.
Yeah, I don't want the path to be too direct. I didn't want to distract you from
Nah, you know,
from
we
your
gotta-
lumbar support.
Yeah.
I am really appreciating it right now.
Back health is important.
You want to touch that from your
What?
So,
computer.
are you guys done talking about back health? Because I have a question.
Yeah, shoot.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I've
Unless
been
it's a question
holding
about
my
back
breath,
health.
like,
Is it a-
I
is it a-
wanted to ask you.
Is it a question
Back
about
health is very important.
No, actually, this was a while ago. It's not really too related. It's just, how long did it take you guys on average to make an official chapter level in the game?
It's hard to say to some degree because of how many revisions they went through. I'd say we got to the point where we were able to knock out at least the first draft of both the solo and the co-op chapter. About a week and a half. About a week for a full week for a solo chapter, and then maybe not quite that long, maybe 3 work days, 4 work days to do the co-op version, depending on how complicated it got. The later levels, obviously, if you play it through, get a lot more complicated. And then we play test them, and I mean, it was weeks of play testing, having other people play test, and tweaking them, trying again, and, trying them in insane mode, and different people, different skill levels. So, I think the initial conception though, like as far as like the central mechanics and like laying out the flow and everything, I'd say within a couple of weeks,
Right.
with
But
more
then
of
you
that
guys-
time dedicated to solo.
You guys also had to switch some levels around in different chapters
Oh, well,
depending on,
yes,
like,
yes,
you wanted
definitely.
to vary them a little bit, right?
Yeah,
So-
there's parts of chapter 1 that ended up chapter 3, and
Yeah.
I learned a lot as far as what was intuitive to the player and what needed more defining as far as gameplay mechanics. So, people had a hard time figuring out the fans, and we did there were some artistic tweaks, making the button on the fan low, changing the actual appearance of the fan. A lot of that stuff went into it, and then even that wasn't quite enough. So, after seeing it happen over and over again in trade shows, we eventually would take sections of it and bring it back and repeat it or reiterate in different ways earlier. And we always try to make sure that people came across those things, especially when it was the first couple times in easier levels, that they came across it almost accidentally or automatically without even realizing it, so that way when it came to an actual challenge, they would have something in the back of their mind thinking, hey, there's a reason why, there's something here. I feel like I should know how to do this, but maybe not consciously.
Right.
Thinking to themselves, well, back in chapter
Yeah, same.
2-7, So anyway, that's long story.
Yes.
Thank you.
So,
What are you doing, Kyle?
well, I think
Are
I've
you
got.
making something here?
I think I got a path out here.
I wouldn't put a cat there. That's
No, no,
cruel
no, no.
and also. All right.
That's not what I want.
Okay.
So I got a path here. Kind of want. Oops.
Yeah, I want to see where you're going to spawn them.
Let's do the horsey path.
Um,
Where will the horsies live?
that was an accident.
Why are you putting spawns down there?
So it
Yeah,
begins.
we're just starting.
I'm glad you guys hadn't warmed up to this
You wanna
when I was
protest?
doing it.
Oops, I mixed up. With this
Oh
one.
my.
Wrong way.
Oh jeez.
Sorry.
Wow.
All right, so so I think I got the general path I want for the level is
My water.
Team Yellow is going to be going through this this maze of lava block jumps. There's enough headroom, so if you're on the horse, there's not going to be too cramped coming through here. Enough cloud space, kind of like divide the time of moving up, as opposed to this team who just has to go through here, portal, a little bit of space over here, and then that's their path.
So would
let's-
you say that the top guy's path, the red team's path, is maybe easier than the bottom team's path?
maybe we'll find out.
It might be easier to camp it though too,
Mhm.
right? Because you got a couple of like real direct. I can see somebody lobbing grenades off that right pillar,
Right.
as opposed to the guys on the left it's pretty much a straight ascent, and it's also maybe even a little faster, right?
Could be.
Yeah, so I guess we'll find out.
I would like Ryan here to join me in the test.
Well,
Sure.
how convenient Ryan is right here.
Yeah.
It's something.
All right.
Let's
So-
go land it.
Yeah, come get my horse, bro.
Wait, come be my horse?
Get my horse.
Oh.
Whoa.
So,
Buy me a drink first.
whoa. Ryan, what you gonna do?
Thanks,
man?
Ryan.
Man,
You mean
so
like a trail, right?
no, like
and only so they become
Like
closer
whiskey.
friends, not for any other reason.
so
Yeah.
it's always hard to
Horses
test horse levels with only 2 people.
Yeah. To 1v1 horse, not exactly the funnest mode.
You just
Well,
have
the
to
most
imagine the
fun
other two
mode.
players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So it's a little hard to get a feel of how this would play out with 2 people because we can both. Just
Well, why don't you
chase down the
pretend
horse.
like have one of you do the path,
Right.
like yellow guy grab red team's horse, or vice versa.
All right, grab your horse.
And then the other guy's is playing defense or harrying them, as it were. That's a military thing. You should know what
Harry me.
you have your own
You're not
horse.
doing a very.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
you're
have
stealing
my
your own
horse,
horse.
my bad.
No, keep going.
Just-
This is great.
just
This
for-
is great. We'll pretend it's my horse. How about that?
All right, well, okay. So that's yours.
I'm losing confidence every passing
All right.
moment here.
Here we go. So stop me. Come at me, bro. No, not that way.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
And obviously, we're not going to have as much time to play test as we normally do before we go live, but
Right.
Yeah.
So we'll move on.
Okay,
Let's take
that's,
your time.
that's what the community's
Um,
for. They're playtesting.
Where's your
Now,
lance?
when we do horse maps, I don't necessarily like
Yeah.
the spawn to be right next to.
Same. Kind of means
the
if you
goals.
kill somebody at
then they're
the
just there.
horse, they're right there.
Right. I would like a
So it
little
makes
bit of
breakaways
reward.
more difficult.
Right. I'd like a little reward for killing your opponent. So.
Mhm.
We're
I like
a little
that.
lacking space here, so I'm going to put one of the goals to start blocks here for this team, and this guy can be started.
I've never seen a level list like this, and that's either a really good thing or there's like a reason people don't make levels like this.
I guess we'll find out when we
Right,
upload.
We'll find
but-
out.
yeah.
We'll find out. I mean, an asymmetrical horse map is not an easy thing to do.
I agree. You took it upon yourself.
We're all very proud of you, Kyle.
a very big challenge
Thank you very much.
on the live interweb TV.
I do this for you. All right.
Interweebs. Oh. My left stick's all.
So let's. I mean, it looks a little empty over here. Maybe there should be something to slow this guy down.
I know the moment we put a control in your hand, you're gonna start patterning the level.
Yup.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta make sure it's
Maybe,
all green on the outside.
Yup.
Make it too.
Normally I'm pretty laid back,
Cumbersome.
but
Oh, yeah,
patterning.
Yeah, so if you notice here, this path, if you come through the red side, you come down, you go through the portal, and say you kill up the guy and he spawns back here, and you'll get your horse back. You can ride this elevator up to the top, and bring him back down. That's the way you bring that guy, and if you have the horse here, you can ride him this away.
Yes. Although, I'm a little bit concerned about what if somebody's riding the horse up and then somebody just stands on their head.
So here?
On the right, yeah.
Well, eventually you go back down. But
I guess that's true.
I cannot negate people standing on people's heads, unfortunately.
All right. We'll see how it plays.
Same
Maybe
with
that'll be
the-
a valid
Here.
strategy.
Yeah.
I guess that person's also not getting the horse on it.
No, they're not. But I mean, that's why it's players can create their own strategies. You never know what people are going to do.
It's true.
Very true.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Save it up.
this level. So go ahead. Move it on.
Double
furlong.
Is that like because horses are kind of furry a little bit?
Uh,
A little bit. It should be like more
A
like.
furlong is a horse racing term.
Yes, I think no.
Yeah.
But
Well,
also-
I didn't
this is
know
for the
that.
audience. This is
I
for the
didn't know
audience. Yeah. A furlong is a horse racing term.
I thought
It's,
you were just saying long fur
no.
incorrectly. And then
Okay, let's not
also,
do
horses don't really have fur. It's more like
It's hair.
a pelt.
Well,
Hair, yeah.
So I'll overwrite this existing
Yeah.
level too.
All right.
Very nice.
So now my turn.
So
You're the master
mine?
controller.
Go ahead.
I don't know how you're gonna follow that, Ryan.
Yeah.
It's I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, that was new. That was
never before. in
So-
brand new, innovative creativity.
Yeah.
Mine is even more awesomer.
Okay.
Awesome word.
Awesomer. Yeah. I said what I meant. And it's kind of crazy complicated
No.
too,
Oh, I like
so I
this
hope
one.
I can pull
We
it
can also have
off.
chat. Perhaps do some quests. We'll see if we can work things in. It's up to you guys.
Someone was asking for arrows.
Arrows?
Arrows.
Yeah.
Like maybe the signs to show which
Signs,
way
which
you're
way to go.
supposed to go.
Oh.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Maybe.
We
Yeah.
can
I
totally
can see that for
fill
the
it
other
in.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would've
Yeah,
been
so after we upload these, there's probably going to be flaws, so we'll go back
Yeah,
and
If
revamp
time
back
the
permitting,
playlist
we'll go
and
back
make
and try
it.
it again.
Yeah.
everything
Is that pattern-
perfect.
3:35
Yeah.
Right.
or 3:25.
Okay,
Yeah,
wow.
I think we're going to have
It's
a
like
few
that
blank
20
levels.
minutes that just disappeared.
Yeah.
Alright, so the one I'm going to do, I named it already Bath to the Bone, and you'll see why in a little bit. And I promise I'm not crazy, but my idea was I wanted
It's
people...
just so crazy it might work.
Yeah, I wanted people to fight while there are cat skeletons raining down on them.
You're a sick man.
I am a sick man,
Yeah.
apparently. But that's the initial...
Do you
idea
think there's an
behind
actual
this.
gameplay effect? Like, does it in some way obscure things to do that? kind of
No,
thing?
I just think it's really, really fun.
That's fair enough. That's
And
a good
maybe-
reason.
and maybe-
That's reason enough to do it.
Yeah, it made me laugh and giggle a little bit,
Yeah.
which is always cool. So first, I had to note this out a little bit because the timing and spacing of everything
Yeah.
is pretty crazy.
It's
So
very precise.
it's very precise.
You guys seem
And
to have this all very well planned.
That's well, I prototyped it out,
Okay.
and that was so I didn't spend hopefully too much time.
Is
Which-
are you commenting on
No.
our design time?
I am worried about my own design time because
I am too.
it takes so much. Like it's really hard to focus and talk.
And we would have been out like a year ahead of time. But you do take.
Well, I think the
It's not your
quality
fault. It's not your fault.
of the product is with the weight.
Yes. That's very
Okay.
true.
So, for those of you at home who do not know, Ryan loves to bathe in cat blood. That is
I
what
do.
he's known for at the company.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't know that, Aaron?
No.
Ooh, I feel awkward.
Yeah, that's going to affect our relationship.
Oh, I forgot you have cats.
I had two and I only have one, and now
Oh.
I'm wondering what happened.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh man, that got really awkward really fast. All right,
Next
so
time we hire somebody.
Remember that one
that
day?
bathes in cat blood?
Yeah,
Let us
right.
know.
So what I'm doing now is I'm creating the initial, the stadium, and it's a king map, figuring that
No,
that's the most static location that players are going to be on, and so
Does
that
seem to be
will
missing
allow me
something
to
for a
kind of
king map.
control.
Yeah, I think we need
I'm
king
getting
blocks.
there.
Okay.
Chill out.
I'm just
They're gold point scores. That's what the description of them is, or something like that.
on the wiki.
Yeah.
Okay. Gold point
No,
score.
it's not actually on the wiki, but okay. So here's the initial thing, I think. And
oh, I'm in here.
yeah, you're in here.
Russian
So
candy.
Nice.
I wanted a good amount of movement.
Can you hit those buzzsaws
Let me
coming off the
throw it.
catapults at all?
Let's see.
No,
Here, come at me.
Which
Come
is
at me, bro.
okay.
Come at
Yeah,
me.
that's
because you can do that, which
Nice.
is yeah, I remember. That's why I wanted that.
pretty weird.
And then you can also teleporter allows you to kind of move around some. You got a water trap there. Cool. Okay. So it's a good little area just to fight on. I'm gonna add.
Is this your but wait, there's more moment?
But wait, there's more.
Wait, wait.
So
Wait, don't tell me.
I want to add. I like a little bit of control over vertical space, so that players don't have to just use the platform, the king platform, to move around. And I like clouds for that, so I'm going to put clouds there.
I'm having a bit of a hard time seeing your clouds because of your cloudy
Yeah,
background.
yeah, clouds on top
You don't
of
like my
clouds.
cloudy background,
Well, I feel like I can stand on it.
bro?
There's other clouds.
Clouds and clouds.
All right, I like that background. I'm going to do that
I
one.
like space.
But then I like. So this is we're getting distracted moment. But I like that color.
We need some start blocks, Ryan.
I know we need some start blocks.
Let's get them.
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm getting there.
What- What's the importance of the start blocks? Like,
So
in
the importance of
King
start
Map?
block is so you can start
Yes.
on a block.
Well,
But more,
no,
there is more.
But more than that, it's it doesn't come into play quite as much in King, but it's your initial start point in King, and then from there you'll spawn randomly.
but that's why it is important in King.
Well, yeah, so you control where they.
Right, you don't want people
Initialize.
randomly starting right next to the king
Okay.
block, and then the other guy's all the way across the level, and he's at a disadvantage.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. So I'm gonna do.
We
Go
have
for it.
some requests for either robots or Wonder Woman.
Oh, I
Robots
can
or
add.
Wonder
I
Woman?
can. Do,
I think I've got something in the making next that
Yeah?
will include robots. You know what? Yeah, throw some Wonder Balls in there.
Yeah, why not?
Sure,
Why
do
not?
both.
I mean,
do a
They
little
don't hurt
both.
Why not?
anybody.
No, they literally hurt no one.
Wonder Wuzzles? Well, they could distract you potentially.
I wish you could kill them.
Actually, this might be a good map for it if it's going to do what I think it's going to do.
Oh, that would be pretty crazy.
Right? They've even more
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so now we got
You do the
start.
puzzles, I'll do the rockets.
So now Kyle and I, we can race into the center and play around.
Alright, cool.
Oh, bad! I can get my butt kicked by him apparently.
But the rest of the map seems to be coming on top.
No, I haven't. There are no.
This is a huge map.
So this is the base of your
Yeah, that's the
of
base.
king, right?
And really, any frills that I work in around that, I want to have the core kind of king gameplay solid.
But so this is a solid map, but this is not what makes it unique. So what's making your
Exactly.
map unique?
Oh, before
Why
I
are you
forget.
showing people this map?
Cause I don't know.
Oh,
No,
okay, well, I
reason.
have things to do, right?
I'm showing the map because it's awesome, and you'll see that when I'm done. So I also want to add a top-down teleporter because then it kind of randomizes. It makes it so you can't. The teleporter isn't a guaranteed exit point.
It's a nice
It
turnaround when you
randomizes
just
a
get
little
knocked
bit.
off into a teleporter, and before, it was always a bad thing, and now it's potentially a good thing.
Exactly.
You might get put right back
Oh
on
my
Exactly.
goodness
Or excuse me,
gracious.
right back onto the king.
Exactly. So there's the core. Now I'm going to get to the cool part. I think is the cool part. And for that, I'm going to be using cats and death.
Cats
That's a
and
lot
Well,
of
combined with buzzsaws.
I
What?
told you, Ryan loves the bathe.
I'm saying that says a lot.
What would
So
you expect from a
there's
man?
not actually. I just want to point out there's no cat blood. It's
Sure.
just skeletons, which is why the level name is Bath to the Bone
Bone.
because you bathe in
Yeah.
cat bones. So
Much like Ryan.
yeah, no, it's not true. So okay, I'm gonna have cats, and what I want to have happen is I want a timer mechanic where the cats get blown.
Well, let's not spoil it. Let's not spoil it.
Oh, okay.
Just let them see what happens.
Okay, you want to see it develop naturally?
Yeah, I want to
Organically?
see what
Organically.
happens with the cats here.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, so
That's
that
all
is
the
the
cats there
max, number of cats. So I have them up there. I don't want to extend the level too high because that's just silly. So I got to put them on
Like
conveyors.
1,000 cats isn't silly.
Right? Well,
Yeah, I
1,000 cats.
don't want to be goofy.
1,000 cats straight up is a little bit silly. So I'm gonna put.
Wait,
I'll
can
put
you
them on
add
conveyors.
rackaloops too? Because someone was like, remind them that rackaloops also, you know.
I can try. The thing I'm worried about
Aaron's
rackaloops.
I'm just trying to apply some of these suggestions to
Sure.
because I'll be creating something next.
Ah.
I think it might
yeah.
be something a little more suitable for
Yeah.
having a raccoon in it.
Okay.
Okay. I thought you were gonna do the Rockabot. What was it?
I can do both.
Well, that's a lot of.
Rockabot,
is.
Wonder Wuzzle, and rackaloops.
Throw it all in.
That's wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So let's see how this works.
Oh God! Oh God! No!
No. Okay.
Yes.
So
Horrifying.
Save me.
That is really scary.
so that's pretty awesome. That makes me
yeah.
happy.
This is why we got a teen rating.
I know.
Wow.
And we are using
I like
our
that,
teen
but
rating.
that was a
So
little
the
bit
problem-
too much at
Yeah,
once.
but now
Yeah,
you've got
we
a
got it
minute
all
40 with
cleaned out.
no bones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And but the positioning was good.
The positioning.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
it
that-
was artfully
So
done.
that works.
It was
It
nice.
was.
So now we need some sort of timer. Can you move your cursor up a little bit?
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I just want to zoom in. And for that, I got to make kind of a crazy contraption. Let's see. So I'm going to use trigger blocks, I think. Yeah. Put trigger blocks in there as kind of a stop and go sort of thing. And then why don't we try buzzsaw?
Reliable.
Yeah, buzzsaws is reliable. There.
Kind of the metronome
Oh.
of the BattleBlock Theater
Right.
buzzsaw.
So for some reason, oh, that's why.
Oh, one cat too many, huh?
Yep. Well, but that also limits buzzsaw numbers,
Right.
which is weird.
So we can only have so many moving pieces
Yeah, so many movies.
of a certain type.
So still, that's gonna let out. It's a timer
6
function,
cats at a time.
but it lets out too many, and it's gonna run out quick.
But I love this
The confetti.
Yeah, it's confetti. It's catfetti.
Yeah.
Death Fetty.
Catfetti.
It's not gruesome at all when you put it that way.
So I'm gonna get kind of crazy
Catfetti.
and use something I've worked out through many, many hours of trials and tribulation.
Someone said, meow, see? I'm dead, see?
Yeah, see? I'm dead, you see?
Are you creating a second timer?
This is going to be the primary timer, but it's a kind of crazy
Little
timer.
contraption. What are those?
Oh, I see.
I basically
So instead of using the
cheated.
buzzsaw, this is a slightly longer.
Yeah,
Got it.
and I'll explain why after I concentrate enough to get it. Okay, so
Focus, right? Focus.
Focus. You guys talk while I concentrate. Ready, go.
So,
questions.
so
Yes.
Questions, yeah.
questions. Yeah, go ahead.
So why aren't you wearing a fedora, Aaron?
He forgot he
I knew
needed
people would-
one.
This
Put
is the
that in
problem
somehow.
with having spent this long since the last time. I remember now that we talked about it.
That
Now
you
you-
would bring a fedora?
Well, the thing was, last time there was also some talk about patterns and shirts, and I was a little worried that the wardrobe got a little too much of the attention, distracted from the gameplay. So,
Yeah, I think it
I
did.
went with a neutral this time.
You know what would make a lot of people happy?
What would make a lot of people happy?
There's a hat that's hanging right on the chair that you're
Oh
sitting
no.
Wear it.
on. Wear it, wear it, wear
But I
it.
could also bequeath it.
No.
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 He's
No.
concentrating.
I'm concentrating.
But I'm going to be concentrating
So-
soon.
You're not concentrating yet. Put on your thinking cap.
I would like.
Are you saying I need to wear a
I would like to point out a design decision Ryan made here.
Yeah. Do it.
All right.
So actually,
I feel
I'll
dressed for
let
battle
Ryan explain why.
Good.
Ryan, why did
It's
you
so
put clouds
adorable.
So,
up here?
yeah, good call. I was gonna explain that.
Is my, is my
Um,
foot
That's
As soon
perfect.
as they stop
Perfect.
talking.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
foot
Right,
soldier?
Ryan's
Any
got
day, you
important
guys.
things to talk
Any
about.
day.
Sorry.
I'm an important
More
person.
important than my hat? My new
Yeah.
hat?
Yes.
All right.
So the reason I put clouds in this timer section is so that players don't accidentally spawn up there, and because spawning is random, it'll sometimes spawn up here if you die quickly, if you die near this area.
That's
so that's
true.
why I put clouds.
Yeah.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's
So
try
You
this
seem to
out.
have thought of everything.
I
Yeah.
did
So
think of everything.
for those of you who make community levels and you have a problem with people spawning where you don't want them to go to,
Clouds work.
clouds.
Spikes also work.
Clouds. If it's like somewhere where it's like empty space, spikes. People will not spawn on spikes.
Mm-hmm.
Also true.
Right. So I know somebody was having a problem where they had rocket bots and players were spawning on the same block as a rocket bot. Just put the rocket bot on a spike block, and that will
Done
solve the
deal.
problem.
Yep.
So I like red plants, so I'm gonna make them red.
Is that because of all the carnage? In this one?
Sure. I also just kind of like the contrast of.
Is that why you're wearing that shirt?
Yeah. Oh. Yes.
I'm gonna try to
And
find the psychology
actually,
of this.
Well, Kyle's favorite color is red.
What
Oh,
color is
you're doing it for
red?
him. That's sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ryan's
doing it for him.
usually I wear a
Very
red
nice.
shirt and Ryan
And
wears
I'll
a
wear a
blue
blue
shirt.
shirt,
And
'cause my
today
favorite
Ryan's
color
wearing
is
a red
blue.
shirt and I'm wearing a blue shirt.
Well, it's not really a blue shirt.
Well, it's blue.
It's a
It's the ice.
Oh, the blue.
It's a
yes,
partially
the blue
blue
night.
shirt.
It's a blue night.
That counts.
And so I actually want to make my background as boring as possible.
Oh, so you can
So
better
there's
see
not
the bones.
too much stuff going on.
Yeah,
so
you
we're
want the
gonna
focus to be on
role
the
play
bones.
test this.
Yeah, you made a new
Oh.
background, as it were.
Beautiful.
So as you can see, it's not working.
Oh.
Oh, it is working.
There you go.
Yay.
It's a little delayed, but
Yeah, it's a little delayed, but
your
I think
cats should last the entire match.
yeah.
now,
So that'll
right?
stretch out. Yeah, that'll stretch the time out. So you can
Nice.
see if you look at the very top.
If you shorten
can
that.
see
Oh
the
yeah, there's
cat
that
up
cat
top.
going back and forth, right? We used
So
some of
he's
that
going
during
slow.
during the story to make some really interesting
Yeah.
timer.
Maybe
Based,
if you
puzzles.
shorten that, maybe the cats will come out.
No, because this, if I remember
No, you're
right,
wrong. That's
if
not
I
the
remember
right.
right, this will work perfectly so that
Will last the
the
entire
very
match.
last set of cats, will come out right before the match
Alright,
ends.
well, we don't have enough time for all of that.
No,
so let's-
hopefully
let's-
I'm right.
Let's move
Yeah,
on.
But so now this is a
Move
nice
along?
little thing.
Yeah, let's move
Oh,
along.
I want to add.
Don't add plants or something silly.
No, I'll add.
Oh.
There.
Yeah, there you go.
We
A
happy?
little crowd pleasing.
Yeah, a little crowd.
As if the cats weren't crowd
Hey,
pleasing enough.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Yay, very nice.
All right.
All right.
Yay!
Yay.
Save. Yes, bath to the bone.
Bath to the bone.
All right.
We'll get this.
Man,
Aaron, you're coming back on, right?
I am.
You got one to do?
Aaron? Oops.
It seems unfair that Kyle's been.
That hat looks
I can
really
go back. I'll go back. You can come sit in.
What's that?
That hat looks really hot.
Yeah, it's a little warm, but also thank you.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say you could have
What's
just
the chat saying that? We can thank Anna. Anna for this wonderful
Anna
dress
the
that
Red.
I'm wearing. So I'm going to do something completely the opposite. Actually, those are the notes for a different one. Let's do.
Oh, what do you want to do?
There's one I want to do that's a little more freeform because I mean you just did something super
Awesome.
awesome.
Yes.
But yes, also sort of a fixed mechanical kind of thing. So I want to do something that's more freeform. And we
Are those
can
right
kinda,
notes?
Yeah, those are the right
Okay.
ones. So I want to do something.
Yay, I got it
And
right.
it's also got the rockets that we talked
Oh,
about.
yeah.
So let's load it up. Find something
Yep.
different.
Just to let you know, Aaron, we have 20 minutes.
20
20 minutes before we're gonna.
Jeez, I should probably figure out what I'm
Play.
doing. Okay, so I'm